Hey, good morning and happy Friday to you. Sir Rick, Drive Safe Dave, producer over there. And Drive Safe Dave, let me tell you something. My back's feeling it today.
What? Why is your back feeling it today?
mean, you know what? While you're at home sleeping, I'm up here laboring, putting one brick at a time.
Shall we
up
call
at
you
the
a
new brick
mason?
house.
Shall we call you a mason
Sir
right now?
Rick, he's a mason, a man of many talents. But again, I'm going to go above and beyond to make sure I give y'all the best I can. And sore back or not,
just another brick
I got
in
a
the
little
wall.
bit of cleanup to do. I got a little junk down here, but I'm going to get it all cleaned up today. Hey, I hope you like it. And what I like about this is this right here, Drive Safe. What we're going to do when you have the opportunity, when you're back here at BCB, we're going to assign these bricks. That's your commitment to safety. We'll have a marker that's going to show up, and you're going to sign it right here, each and every one of you, as a commitment to safety. And you know what? If I got to put more brick over here, it is what it is. If I got to add brick over here,
just another brick in the wall.
Just another brick on the wall. You know what?
That's little Pink Floyd action.
Yes, it is. And that's, one brick at a time is what it takes, Drive Safe, to make this company solid foundation.
Yeah.
It starts with the bricks. You're the brick. I'm a brick. One at a time, we're going to build this up.
I'm ready. Can I sign it?
No. No.
No. Why can't I sign it?
You know what? Not yet. You're not going to be the first one to sign it. So, but.
Wow. Why would I not be allowed to be the first one to sign it?
Because I want one of our drivers to do that.
Okay,
As
yeah.
a matter
I
of
like
fact, you know who I think should be the first one to do it?
Who's that? Abdullah Wadud.
Well, only if he makes his 10-year. Hey, Abdullah, if you make your 10-year here, you got to stay here. Isn't that amazing?
July
Abdullah
23rd.
Wadud will be here for 10 years as an owner-operator. That's amazing. That's crazy. And I thought about him today, and I love that guy. I haven't seen Abdullah. Where are you at? Where are you at?
Memphis.
I don't see him
home.
anymore.
He's in Memphis.
It seems like back in the day I'd see him all the time. Now I never see him. Now he's back. You know what? If he's not here, he's making money. Now Abdullah's a businessman.
Yep.
But 10-year anniversary coming up. That is exciting, cool
July,
stuff.
right?
Yeah,
July 20, I think, 1st.
So it's amazing. It is cool. Hey, 37 days of driving safe, 23 days of getting out and looking. Drive safe. We're coming up on that weekend, right? What happens on weekends? Sometimes we get a little lax.
Oh, yeah, we're not careful when we have to back in because we usually have to find a parking space on the weekend, right? We usually have to go somewhere and shut down and get comfortable, and drivers are coming in and you're finding that space right before you head out or right before you go to deliver in the morning. So, you get in there, you're not focused a little bit. It's the weekend. You're not trying to be in a hurry because you got to still get out and look, right? You still got to get out. Every single time you got to make sure that you get out of the truck, walk back there and see what's going on before you back up. I know you've done it 1,000 times. I know you've seen where you're going 1,000 times. I know you just rolled by there and you cruised it and you took a look at it. Well, what I need you to do when you press it and park, you need to get out, put the hazards on, get out, walk back there, and actually take a look at where you're fixing to drive to.
Hey, this segment's brought to you by Russell Feed House. Don't forget, if you got your animals out there, you're going to the weekend to the ranch. Don't forget about Russell Feed Lot for your corn.
Truck driving hat. What's wrong with my truck driving hat? Y'all need to get off me. This is my truck driving hat.
Hey, Drive. Speaking of truck driving, I know you're out there. What were your thoughts when you see them Gators out there on the highway?
They will tear some stuff up. Oh man, I'm telling you, those treads come off and they lay around the highway, and all of a sudden when you run over one, man, you don't know what kind of damage they can do. You don't know whether they'll come up and bite you, and what they'll get. They'll grab hoses, they'll grab lines, they'll grab brake chambers. They'll do all kinds of damage. You got to be real careful of those.
And we're not big fans of the retreads, right? For that reason.
Exactly.
And now that summertime's upon us, what's going to happen next?
It's going to be all over the roads.
All over. They're dangerous.
They are dangerous.
Cars, trucks. We avoid them. And there they are right there.
Oh my God, those
things. And if you're distracted driving, you're going to run them on the side where you shouldn't be at, right? Yeah. So no matter what,
stay in the lanes.
You got to look at. Yes, there they are mating. Creating more and more.
I'll tell you what, those things will break. They will rip. I have seen them tear complete APUs ripped them completely clean off because they just wrap around and grab it and just yank it.
Well, CDL Live had an article based on one of these gators as well. It was absolutely amazing to see what. Yes, folks. This
that
sucker
one
was
will
actually...
bite you. That one right there will reach up and bite you if you're not careful.
That thing is a 10-foot, 300-pound gator.
Ugh.
Rocking around the highway. Yeah, you know what? I don't think a DOT officer was out picking that thing up.
Nobody picks that up unless it's dead.
Yeah, but they put it on a flatbed, so it's going somewhere.
Yeah, it's that right there. That's probably a lot more dangerous than the treads laying around on the road.
But speaking of them gators, so DOT officers drive safe. They oftentimes have to pick them up out of the highway, right?
Oh yeah, move them off the road, do certain things. Yeah, absolutely.
So when a DOT officer pulls you over on the highway, they look at your tire. You know what? If they just had to pick some of them suckers up out of the road, they're going to look at the tires, and when they see that flat spot or they see that tire getting ready to blow or whatever, that cap coming off, it's going to make them angry.
Yeah.
They're going to say, you're going to get it fixed.
Yeah.
They take it personal because eventually them or somebody else may have to clean that up.
Yeah, it's they have to sometimes stop. When there are hazards on the roadway, they'll stop the highway, they'll put their lights on, they'll walk out, they'll kick it off. They do a great job, but yeah, you're right. If they see tires separating, they're all over it. If they see that recap's coming apart and you're not doing anything about it, they'll come after it. And also, especially when it gets hot in this time of year in the summertime, they're going to come apart all over the place. We're going to see a lot of those, and I don't like them.
So, Drive Safe, earlier we were talking about that you're a fan of the alligator sausage.
I am.
So, tell us a little bit about that.
I used to stop at the Tiger truck stop right out there on 10. I used to stop at the Tiger truck stop and get some have some alligator sausage and alligator chili there at the Tiger truck stop.
So, what's it taste like?
Huh?
What's alligator taste like?
A chicken. It was spicier. No, it was a lot spicier, but it's kind of like chicken.
You know what? So maybe, hey, producer, check this out. Maybe we're onto something. If it tastes like chicken, hey, let's just call it chicken because there's starting to become a chicken shortage. Why not just say it's chicken? Nobody's going to know any different.
Just gators. Just make it.
Call it chicken.
Hey,
Louisiana chicken.
Where are the wings?
I'm telling you, man, there's absolutely, we're running short. So listen to this. We're running short on that. So chicken breast pricing has doubled.
Wow.
Doubled in pricing. The Wingstop president CEO said, hey, we're paying 26% more for that chicken wing. 26%. You know what that means? We're paying 40% more because they're still going to make money on that chicken wing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So pricing and Drive. I asked this question to you. When does it become, if we start running out of chicken wings, football season's right around the corner.
Oh my
Baseball's here. You run out of chicken wings. Does caged or not caged even come into play anymore?
Not at all. We don't.
I will say,
not at all.
It's funny.
I don't care. You just give me. It's football season's coming up.
And
we
it's
gotta
funny
have to have
that
some hot wings.
it's funny that you bring up the football season and everything because that's actually kind of what caused the shortage to begin with. Was a lot of people were buying chicken wings during the pandemic at the start of the pandemic last year, whenever the Super Bowl happened. Everybody was buying up these chicken wings, and then the shortage in supply, coupled with everybody buying it up during that time, led to this shortage that we're seeing right now.
You know what? This world, I mean, we're falling apart. We have a chip shortage and now chicken shortage, labor shortage. There's labor shortage already as well.
Oh my! Oh yeah, there is a labor shortage. Have you been somewhere and the service is kind of?
You know what? So I'll tell you this. Thankfully for me, I live in Mansfield, Texas, and our service at restaurants has always sucked. So it's not much worse than it's been before.
But you go to a place and tell me you've experienced it. You go anywhere in the Metroplex and service has not been.
So I was thinking about that the other day at the grocery store when I was in line as well as that. But you know what has happened though? We become more patient as buyers. I'll tell you that. I'm okay. I mean, I used to not have to wait. I would have never have stood. When you're at the line at the grocery store, You're right here. You get bumped by the buggy behind you. Now it's 6 foot behind you.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a little.
And they're stretched all the way down the aisle.
Yes. And everybody just seems okay with it. Everybody's okay with it.
Honestly, it's kind of nice. I've been enjoying having my own space in the grocery store. I didn't like when people were right up on me.
Yeah, I don't like people touching me either.
Yeah, I'm not huge on that.
What?
So now it's like the one way.
Strangers. I don't like strangers touching me. I don't like concerts.
So do
anymore.
people just randomly come and just touch you?
Yes,
That's him. Did you feel the touch on your
No,
cloak?
like when you walk.
I feel power coming from me. Who touched me?
So let's say, for example, this is the reason I don't like Six Flags anymore. I don't like concerts anymore because you're like moving through people, and I can't do that anymore. I don't want people touching me.
Hey, phrase it pays, Dave. Before we get that, we have some weird headlines. And Drive Safe, I don't know if we need to say anything, but we're going to look at them. And you know what? Give me just some, you know what? You say something. Give us some commentary on some weird headlines. Show us a couple, producer.
Show me something.
All right, so first of all, we've got one coming all the way from Europe. And you know, we've also oftentimes got some kind of weird headlines coming from Europe just because, you know, there's some weird stuff going on over there. But a town in Sweden is saying that they will ship away any and all homeless beggars with one-way tickets to anywhere else in Europe,
Milan.
as long as they promise to not return. So if you
That's a great way to. First of all, that definitely sends the. You know, hey, we get rid of the homeless people in our town, buy one-way tickets. So do you get to pick where they'll send you anywhere
they
you
will
want?
send you anywhere you want to go as long as you promise to not come back.
Like the French Riviera.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder wonder what the other provinces or whatever cities. What are they thinking? Are they liking this idea as well?
I don't know if they really have a choice. They're just like, well, we're
So
it
do
looks like
I just get to? So if I live in this town or close to this town, can I just kind of walk over there and go, hey, I need a ticket to I'll take Paris.
What's Barcelona looking like this
think
time
about
of
this
year?
from a beggar. All of a sudden now your value as a beggar has actually gone up because now I can say, hey, for X amount of dollars, I won't choose your city.
So now we're also creating a stimulus in the economy.
Wow,
So now
there you go.
everybody wins.
Wow, that's awesome.
Or what else we got? We got one more.
So we also have something I would like to call a super ant here
Wow,
in China.
They're
So
workers.
they've been upping their business, their economy is looking great, and really now they're looking to revamp a controversial business without sparking any sort of outcry.
And you know what? So we all know ants are amazing workers, and this is just one ant that's looking to revamp the controversial
That's not what
business
this
without.
is.
What do you mean? It says it.
That is an okay, what is ant? Tell us what ant is, because ant,
All right,
that's
so-
not like a small bug.
The Ant Group is trying to turn its mutual aid service, a type of crowd-funded medical coverage with nearly 91 million members, into a regulated
Wait,
business.
where is this at?
This is in Beijing.
Oh, this is okay.
Only funny headlines are from overseas.
Yeah,
they're funny to us.
the controversy. And by the way, when is there ever a civil outcry in China that's not immediately squashed? Like, you'll just wind up in the gulag or the
Wow.
the prison.
Wow. All right.
Hey,
Yeah.
it is what it is, right?
I don't know anything about that, sir. I do not know. I don't speak to that. Hey, drive safe. It is Friday. It's the day we do that phrase
yeah.
that pays.
We got money to
It
give away.
started back. So we're at the beginning. It's only $100, but it's $100 you didn't have yesterday.
We have a chance to give some money away today.
We do have a chance. Producer, you find us some random names and let's get this going. Listen, when you hear that, you gotta push that unmute or your microphone. Raise your hand, whatever that is. If you know it, I don't think you can raise your hand and call. Do whatever you can to try to get producer
let's
to
go.
to
Let's give some money away.
All right, Glenn Anderson, do you know that phrase that pays,
All right,
sir?
Glenn, we have a small countdown here.
Going once. Going twice.
Ooh, producer is not patient today. I like that.
No, I'm moving. Hey,
All right.
you
next
guys,
one.
you guys like to
Strike
move, so
one.
we can keep going if we want.
That's
All
strike one.
Nothing there. Nothing there. All right, we got Miriam Hedgeman. Do you know that phrase? I'm sorry. Do you know that phrase that pays? Going
you
once.
think he wouldn't have answered that? I'm wondering.
Hey, what?
No, that's not my name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is he on?
Hello?
there he is.
Hello.
What you got?
Okay, it's gonna be when entering a work zone, lives are at stake. Slow down and give them a break.
Bam! Winner, winner.
$100 right there. Way to win it. Way to pay attention. Way to be it. When entering a work zone, lives are at stake. Slow down and give them a break. And let me just ask you, with that $100, what does that mean to you?
That means when you're going in a work zone, you need to slow down. You need to pay attention to everything what's going on around you and everything, and get them a break, because you got to watch out for them too.
That's right. I like it. Thank you very much. And by the way, make sure that you remember when you're up here, you can always come in and buy Dave a lunch, because with that $100, I'm
Yeah,
just
and
saying.
you know what? We used to say winner, winner, chicken dinner, but there's no more
There's
chicken,
no more
so we
chicken.
can't say that anymore.
no more
winner,
chicken.
winner, alligator dinner.
Wow.
The new chicken.
That's a new chicken. Roadkill.
All right, and now it's time for Buckle Up Bob.
All right, everybody. It is time for the great and fantastic Buckle Up Bob. What do you got going on today in
Boy,
safety?
You need drug tested if you're using them words to describe me.
Well, you know what? It's a great day. It's Friday, right?
Good Friday. Isn't every Friday a Good Friday?
Well, I don't know if we can actually call it Good Friday.
It's a Good
but
Friday.
It is a Good Friday, but it is not the Good Friday.
No, I'm with you, sir. I am with you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm excited about being here. I'm excited about the numbers growing. I'm excited about the trends. I'm excited about the way people are driving. We've got some really positive things going on.
Yes, sir. And just think, next week at this time, we will be at 30 on the Get Out and Look.
Wow.
Just a week away from tying a record. So again, great job, everybody. We're 3 days away from the big 4-0 on preventable accidents. Phenomenal job. The other day on a call, Paul Griffin said, I don't have any drivers to follow up with. And that's a good sign, because that means there's no accidents to follow up with drivers. So great job, everybody. This week, I really wanted to make sure that this got on during the 5 days, but we've been talking about the BCBs of safety and protecting life. And I think over the years, I know Drive Safe Dave feels this way. I know I do, and Sir Rick. But one of the best ways you can protect life, and one of the best things you can do for safety, is attend these calls. And the reason is, you are all the experts. You have all the experience out there. So again, if we need that knowledge, right? You have all the knowledge. So why wouldn't you want to get on a call and share that knowledge with others so that we can all be safe, we can all protect life? You've heard many stories from the office personnel, myself, Drive Safe, Sir Rick, how we've changed our driving habits based on what you've all shown us in these videos and your discussions, and how you've explained your thought processes going through certain situations. So again, it is critical that you talk it up with, when you talk to fellow drivers, ask them, hey, do you get on a safety call? And ask them why not. Drivers have the best credibility, don't they, Drive Safe?
Absolutely.
And so when you talk to your fellow drivers, say, hey, do you ever get on the call? And if they say no, ask them why not, and just kind of build it up, because we need that knowledge. I can honestly say everything I have learned about trucking and a lot about safety has been from drivers. Drivers that I've trusted have given me their knowledge and their expertise. And that's where I form my opinion, because I've never driven a truck like you have, Drive Safe. So I've gotten every knowledge I've gotten from our experts out there on the highway.
Even when you drive, you learn from other drivers.
Absolutely.
So it's not uncommon. You don't have an uncommon knowledge there.
Mm-hmm.
You have a very common knowledge. I mean, there's certain things that you learn behind the wheel that you won't learn anywhere else. But most of the experience that you get from a trainer, you get from that first few years behind the wheel with somebody else, or talking to other people, or you learn the hard way in some of the instances. And I agree with you 100%. The calls that we do here, this is, I challenge, when I go into orientation, I challenge everybody to be a part of the program that we have here. I
Yes.
challenge them, give it a shot, give it a try it out, see if it fits you, right? But try the shirt on, right?
Mhm.
Try the safety call shirt on. It's not going to hurt you. It's free, right? And in fact, it'll benefit you in a great deal.
Yes.
And we want to make sure that we do that for everybody, right? We want to make sure that we we give them the opportunity. And Bob's talking about participation in the safety call.
Absolutely.
And it's a fantastic thing. And I know that a lot of you listen to the show every single day and are great participants in the program and have a lot going on here with us. But I'm telling you, you have a chance, if you get a chance, just spread the message and make sure that you give us the thumbs up out there. Because if I say it's great, that's one thing. If Bob says it's great, that's the same thing. But if you do, if you go out there and what Bob's talking about, if you have the opportunity to go out there and tell another driver about how much you get out of it or what you enjoy from it, they may actually put the hat on, right? And,
Yes.
and do what we're talking about here. I'll tell you what, it's a big deal, man. And you're bringing up a very big deal.
All you have to do is do your job anyway, right? No safety issues. You shouldn't have hours of service violations, all that. And then attend a call. If I told you, Dave, I'm going to give you over $3,000 a year, and all you got to do is attend to 18 calls a month.
I'm on.
You know, that's a lot of money for just listening and sharing your knowledge, right?
Right.
So yeah, let's get everybody on these safety calls because we have seen they do some amazing things. Today it was amazing because we've seen some videos where we say, don't get up in that, right? You're boxed in, there's nowhere to go. And so I'm in the middle lane today coming back from Dallas. I had to take my wife to the airport early this morning. And there's this 4-wheel truck and he is 10 feet behind the bumper of the car in front of him in the right lane ahead of me, and only about 50 to 100 feet. And my initial reaction was hit the brakes, even though I wasn't in that lane, because it's like, man, if something goes wrong, they got to spin in my lane. And I would have never thought that before, but just some of the videos that the drivers have shown and some of the accidents that have happened and how it can happen in a split second, my immediate reaction was to hit the brakes. And I slowed down about 5 or 10 and got another 100, 200 feet to be able to react to potential. And the truck ended up going around and nothing happened. But, you know, that's something I've learned just from the videos in the recent days. But we don't have a whole lot of weather today, folks. We got some wind, gonna kick up, but there's not a lot of rain. So we'll just kind of show you around noon. There it is. Around noon, it starts to pop up in the mid and upper 30s, okay? Out here, you got Charlotte, 35, Salt Lake City, 34. But then when you get to about 4 p.m., you can see we got in the 40s, right? Albuquerque, 40, Lubbock, 38. Charlotte's now 39, so a little bit windier today. Idaho Falls, 42. I don't know if I said that one. But again, going to get some wind in them areas. And then I think they're still going pretty strong at 8 p.m. And then sometime around midnight, they start to die down. The East Coast is fine. You can see out here, we're still in the 30s, upper 20s. So starts to die down around 11 p.m. tonight. But not much going on as far as rain and thunder. See a few showers. In the afternoon when they usually pick up. So here again, we're going to have some rain, but not that strong, severe thunderstorms. Just some lightning, just some storms we watch. Potential heavy rainfall, especially out here on the East Coast. You can see these light green. Could see some 1-inch total. So again, you're going to have that ponding, especially at night. It's scary. We showed a video the other day when it was wet, and it's so glossy. You couldn't tell whether it was just wet or whether it was actually standing water there. So again, not too bad. And then tomorrow morning, Saturday, when you get to Drive Safe, Dave gets to say hi to you all again. Kansas City, Southern Missouri, right on that I-44. Looks like you could see some fairly strong storms up in South Dakota as well. One of the things driver brought up, let's see what we got there. There it is. So this is our map, our website for our fires. So again, you reporting them is huge because as you can see all these dots, I click on them all the time because I don't want to miss one and assume that I've already looked at it. But the one that's really getting a lot of attention is this one here, okay? And so it's right now, it's 33% contained, 7,000 acres, but it's not really by any highway we should be on. 380 is the closest one between Roswell and 25. We should be going around that anyway.
It's restricted.
Is it? Okay, good. I was going to ask you about that. So again, not really close to anything. And I think this one here was also 40% contained. But again, we're not around any major highways, so we shouldn't have any fire issues to speak of. But if you see one or something's being reported, make sure you let us know so we can look at it and get it out there to everybody. And as the driver called in yesterday afternoon and was asking about it, just a reminder, don't drive and smoke, okay? Find a safe place to pull around, turn around, don't turn over, but pull off the side of the road. Let's check it out and see if you're safe and if we need to turn you around and find a different route.
Yeah, and Bob, with these winds that are gusting up in the afternoons, all they do is feed that fire and create more potential and more spread. So you really want to pay attention because they have a tendency to grow in the afternoon with those high winds that the West is experiencing. And we usually get the big high winds out west in the afternoon.
Yes.
So you got to be really mindful. It is dry season over there. We're hoping that some of the rain can come in off the Gulf Coast and douse some of these, but they got a lot of wind out there right now.
Yes, they do. And we've seen today, this whole area is just going to kind of balloon a little bit this afternoon and into the early evening hours. So, again, watch it. You see California, none of these seem to be real active. See, there's 95% contained, and that was as of May 1st, so they haven't even updated it. So I didn't see anything that was standing out, okay? So, but we did, driver was asking about this one down here by Roswell, so we just wanted to make sure we get it out there and show you kind of some of the stuff that we look at to try to help keep you all safe out there. So
that's truck driving.
What was the common thing in all those? Who we got? Producer?
What do you got?
Brian.
Hey, Bob. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, that one with the in the rain.
Yes.
It looked like to me his wiper was broke.
That, I believe, is a windshield partition, if I'm not mistaken.
If you'll watch the wiper, it looked like it was flapping back a whole lot further back. It had a bend in it. Right there.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
the camera. I think that's the camera doing that to you.
Yeah, you know how you do a pencil and you do that way.
Yeah, you could take a pencil and make it look like it's got a bend in it.
I got you.
Yeah.
But that's what it looked like to me.
All right.
Other than that, everybody was doing a pretty decent job. They kind of need to back off a little bit in situations like that.
All righty.
We're all human.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good Friday.
You too. Who we got, producer?
All right, we got Willa Rogers. What do you have for us?
Miss Willa. Hello, Willa. Are you able to make yourself green?
All right, Ricky Butterfield. What do you have for us?
Mr. Butterfield.
They were all driving under the speed limit.
Good point. Good point. Anybody else?
Yep, we got Gerald Koenig. What do you have for us?
Gerald.
All had good following distance, all great videos, but I still, Bob, wonder how these perfect videos pop up without an event on the camera.
Yeah.
That's what I'm still wondering about, how that happens.
They can pick up things. Sometimes you hit a bump and it will trigger it, believe it or not. We still get an ABS alert, and we could be 5 seconds, 6 seconds behind. So we still get them. But Gerald, I think you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. I thought the videos were perfect. I thought we got to see a gambit of everything we've talked about. We had good speed. We had good space. We had a slow lane change on one of them, right? We had wet weather that we kept back. Man, there was just, we always had an out, right? Everything we've talked about over the, even recently, but over the years was all in play there. And it was like the first 4 videos I popped up, I'm like, holy cow, there's just nothing wrong here. And there was some more, trust me. There was, and that was another thing. I look about the same time every day, and I only had 40 some videos to look at. Normally I got 70 to 80.
Yeah. I look at those videos and I see the drivers doing the BCBs of trucking.
Absolutely.
That's what I see when I see BCB drivers out there doing that kind of stuff. That is the BCBs of trucking. We're gonna have weird videos sometimes. It's gonna pick something up. It might even pick up a street sign or a road sign. It might pick up something off the road. It might be a destabilization, like Bob said, hitting a bump. It can be anything that might trigger it. It's not always a specific dangerous event. It's not always a crazy event. It might be just something simple. And then it just triggers a video and Bob gets an opportunity to view it. It might not be anything in particular. It might be just a false alarm, but still, it gives you a chance to see what's going on out there. And the construction videos, when we go into them, those barrels on the side of the road or the Jersey walls, they themselves will trigger.
Correct.
They'll trigger an event on you. So yeah, so you just gotta, things will happen. It's not like we're not out there punching buttons or anything, because we're not doing that. We're just going with what's been sent in. And
some of them were sent in. Some of them hit the emergency button.
Yeah, some of them are sent in. You're doing out there. I did see one of the videos. I thought the reason maybe why they sent it in, I think one of them, there was a truck, a truck following way too close to the vehicle in front of it.
Right.
He was like trying to push him. It was a straight truck. Do you remember that video? I thought maybe that's why that was sent in, because it was somebody was following way too close and making it dangerous, and we were backing off.
Yes.
So I thought maybe that's why it may have been sent in. And yeah, Gerald, you have the opportunity to throw a video us your way. When you're showing your perfect driving, send Bob that video. You know what I mean? You got that wide open road and that good space. That's when you need to send in the good video, man, so that you can send it in.
And just so everybody knows, it was a trick question, because no matter what you said, if it was good, it was right. Somebody said all under the speed limit, had good speed and space.
Right.
They were just some of the perfect videos. And I just wanted to get it out there to show that even though we keep talking about it, because you can never let your guard down for a second, right? Because it can all go south in a hurry. The effort, from what I see when I look at these videos, I see the change in the culture. I see the reduction of videos, to choose from. And then all the good ones we have to pull. So that's what I see, and I just want to, again, share that with everybody and let you know, great job. This is how we keep these streaks going, right, Drive Safe?
That's the only way we keep these streaks going. That's
right.
the absolutely only way to make it happen.
Speed and space.
Speed and space, and those are the key factors of what we're doing here. And maybe we'll have an opportunity to ask Big Blue about speed and space here in a minute.
Yes, sir. And that's it. You got anybody else, producer?
Everybody done?
We got Jeff Marsh over here. What do you got for us, sir?
What up, Jeff?
Okay, yeah, on what Gerald was talking about, I have coming off that 175 going to the Atomic Yard, taking that 2nd Avenue. When you come up that light at Bruton, there's a little bump right there before. I have had where I was hitting the brakes because I coming up to that light and I hit that bump and it's triggered a hard brake, which I wouldn't even barely on the brakes, but hitting that bump.
Yeah.
At the time I was on my brakes, it triggered a hard brake. So I mean, they do them like that. Also, Dave, if you could, when you do your prayers, keep my wife and boys in your prayers, because my mother-in-law passed away yesterday.
I'll do it.
Dave, you want to do a real quick prayer
I can.
for us?
All right, dear Heavenly Father, we gather before you today to ask for your grace today in all things. We ask for your love today to give upon us and to give us what we need each and every day. Father, we send out a special prayer today for Jeff and his family, to lift them up with your love and your support. Hold them, keep them safe, and keep them to where they need to be today to get through this difficult of times. Father, we know that time in life passes, but we are there with you in these times, and we need you in these moments. Father, we also ask today that you give a special comfort to each of the family members within our organization that need your help today. We have many that are either sick or in the hospital, and we ask that you comfort them and their families, and that you cast your miracle down upon them. Father, we also ask today that you give us the ability to be safe out there on the road. Give us that chance today to make the right decision, the best decision, and the safe decision. Father, give us that opportunity to be a blessing upon somebody else today by doing the right thing and the best thing for them and for ourselves. Father, we ask all these things in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Thank you.
It is time for HR.
Hi, and happy Friday. Going to keep it real short today. We have a few anniversaries. One is for William and Willa Rogers. Happy 1-year anniversary. And the other is for Sarah Rutledge. She's also celebrating her 1-year anniversary. So happy anniversary to all of you, and be looking for that bonus to pay out on your check next Friday We'll each get that $600 bonus on there. And also just want to say a happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Hope you enjoy your day. And for the men, spoil your moms, spoil your wives. Everybody, stay safe. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
All righty, everybody. It is continuing on with BCB Live, and guess what we have? We have Big Blue in the studio, still playing with his mic. Not sure what you got going on, man.
Much. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good. You can.
Who sits in the seat?
He's pulling the lever. Pull the lever. Bye.
Oh my goodness! Bring a lowrider over here.
Oh, that's okay. You might have that special chair that loses steam. I'm not sure. They get mixed around a lot. So it is. We got. First of all, I want to ask you. Got Mother's Day coming up. You got any plans for Mother's Day?
Forgot it was Mother's Day, but I got some plans now.
I'm glad we had the opportunity to keep you informed of what's going on.
Looks like we got some work to do, boys.
So do you anticipate, because it's going to be Mother's Day weekend, I think some people are going to be on the road. I think some people are going to be going out to see their moms, going over to travel to maybe you go out and
I don't know about heavy travel, no, but I would say that your restaurants on Sunday and Saturday night are going to be packed, is what I would say.
Oh, I not only that, I think there's going to be people going places they don't normally go. And they may be lost, or they may be trying to find places.
We pull for Outback, so let's make sure and eat a lot of Outback this weekend.
Okay, that's
just saying. Well, we can restock it, right?
Hey, I like Outback.
Well, we can restock it.
The bloomin' onion. You do the bloomin' onion?
I do the bloomin' everything at Outback.
I do the bloomin' onion.
The Chocolate Thunder from Down Under. I'll tell you. So we were fixing to have our first kid. And we were eating there at Outback. And Cynthia's like, oh, man, I don't feel that good. I was like, you going to finish that steak then? So I got like 2 steaks that night.
Most of the time, he doesn't ask, everybody. I just want y'all to realize I go eat with him all the time. He doesn't ask. If you're not finishing the steak, he's already got a fork in it before he asks.
And
Am I right?
True story. So, and Cynthia's like, I'm just not feeling that well, and it's pretty close to term date for the child. And man, I was like, oh yeah, boom, finish her steak too, and I was like, yes, it's a good day for me. Then we got the old wake up call about midnight, and our son that is graduating here shortly was born. Right that evening.
Wow.
So yeah, Outback is a good spot for me.
Yeah, Outback's a good spot. That's right before Gavin was born, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And so
hold up.
So
what do you have plans for this weekend?
I have, believe it or not,
you have dual duty. You got to make sure. Yes.
Yeah, I'll. But in the morning, I'm on Sunday morning. We are going to one of my mom's favorite places, Max.
Okay.
And we're going to go there. I'm taking my mom.
11 or 11:30.
No, we have a 9:30 appointment. But you don't. My parents are up early, man. They get up at.
So you're taking her to breakfast?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good move.
Yeah, we're doing breakfast. We're gonna do breakfast, and I'm driving them so that they can have cocktails. They're gonna want to do mimosas. You know,
Okay.
so I'm gonna take them, and we're gonna have a nice time. We're gonna enjoy ourselves and take our time.
Cool.
Go that early, you're not pressed, right? You go that early, it's not a crowded place. It's when about at 11:30 does it get busy, but we're gonna do that. It's what she's asked me to do for the last 6 months. She said, hey, can we do this? So I made an appointment a long time ago to make sure we can do
I guess then you're going to the feed store after that, right?
I can
Just
go to
checking.
the feed store. Wait,
got
you
the
playing
feed-
baseball?
You got the feed store hat on. Come on, who do you got?
Well, we actually have a question from Rick. He's saying he said it runs in the family and was wanting to ask about Gavin and the ketchup and Bella whenever you took a piece of her bacon. You want to share that story with us?
Yeah, okay. We can throw that out there. So our kids have grown up together, so Rick and us go out and eat quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So the ketchup was actually at Rick's house. Me and Rick were cooking hamburgers. Now, I think we did fresh cut French fries. And Gavin he was probably 5 years old, had just put the ketchup on his plate. He was digging in, and Rick comes by with he grabs a freaking fresh cut French fry, swats it in Gavin's ketchup. Gavin turns around and goes, damn it, Ricky!
He was
This is 5 years, somewhere around that 5-6-year-old mark. He was like,
greatness.
"Damn it, Ricky!" And it was still to today a pretty good laugh. And
pretty
then
funny.
Bella, it was probably about 5-6 years ago. She was sitting in that 6 to 7-year-old range, and I think we were eating on it was a weekend with a lot of family here. I remember that. And we were at this Mexican restaurant where we go quite a bit. And she had bacon on her plate. I jumped over there and grabbed a piece of bacon. Fork right in my hand. Forked me at 7 years old.
That's a good move. That's a good move right there.
So anytime I take stuff from her plate nowadays, I make sure she's kind of offset. I'm quick about it.
You gotta learn early.
Or we get plastic forks and I'll go for it at any point then.
not too worried about being shanked by a plastic fork.
No, I can handle that, but it was real still.
Yeah,
back
don't
then.
do that at the steakhouse. She'll get you with a steak knife.
So Bella stabbed me at age 7.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm
forked me.
excited. I'm excited about Mother's Day and
Well, hey, we all know who, in most cases, who runs the house, who takes care of the kids, who does all that. So it's a very important weekend.
Yeah, I don't want that job.
I couldn't do the job.
I couldn't either.
And here's another thing. How do women hold kids that long? I'll hold a kid, an infant, 3 minutes. I'm freaking. My arm is about to fall off. A woman can hold a kid for 3 hours and not say nothing. They're amazing. Yeah. Just in that, they're amazing.
Yeah, their job's amazing, and it is our opportunity today it is our opportunity on Sunday to go and it's celebrate Mother's Day. I don't think we're going to do the show on Mother's Day. I think what we're going to do, I just want everybody to know that. I'll send out a message. I think what we're going to do is, I think both Rick and myself have plans on Mother's Day, so I think what we're going to do is on Sunday we're going to just celebrate with our families Mother's Day. So I think that's what we're going to do on Sunday, but we will be here tomorrow on Saturday to do the show. I will be here in the morning to do the show, so but not on Sunday.
Gotcha. So this weekend we got baseball playoffs.
Oh, nice.
Tonight, so we'll be in Copper's Cove. So you're out on 35 BCB. I will be checking y'all out. Make sure you're doing okay. Speed and space. And then I think Saturday we have a 1 p.m. game here in Mansfield.
Oh, nice.
So we're flip-flopping. And then we have prom. And then me and Rick are cooking for a bunch of teenagers at midnight on Saturday night.
Oh, that's going to be great. Good job. Actually keeps them safe. Good. I like that.
Yeah, we're going to cook for them. We're going to do breakfast, and also I think Rick's doing pizza. We do all kinds of things for the kids. It's my first kids graduate.
It'll be neat. It'll be fun. Awesome stuff. So we talk about we're at 37 and 23. 37 days of preventable accident in 23. We showed some videos today. I don't know if
I did watch the last videos where Bob said, "Hey, what's wrong?" and there was nothing wrong.
Right.
Very good job on that. I think inclement weather, all kinds of things, and it's even speed and space is key.
It is.
The speed and space and inclement weather is an absolute. I mean, you have to have it. Too many things can go wrong too quickly, especially when the pavement is wet and you don't stop the same.
You don't stop the same.
Especially like going to the feed store is really kind of just. Why are you a city boy wearing a feed store hat?
You know what? I'm still from Texas, and it's a trucking hat.
And
this is a trucking hat. He doesn't.
You don't
get
truck either.
Okay, I used to truck. I mean, I'm a retired trucker, right? I'm like, don't truck as much as I used to.
They don't probably want you trucking. There's the reason I'm just saying.
It may be true.
I know we had update on Volvos. I know y'all mentioned it earlier, but looks like we're rolling pretty good on that right now.
Yeah, the delay on it is.
Have we got back anything?
Not yet. It's supposed to get it today. We're supposed to get the new
schedule.
The new build schedule.
Okay, gotcha.
Sean sent out an update on one of the changes that was made later in the year.
I saw that. He sends us a change for September. They moved it up 4 days. I'm like, why do you even send that? I want to know when my trucks are coming out now.
Exactly. He didn't send out the new updated
I saw
schedule.
that. Everybody got my chili hot, man. I don't care about September.
I got to call him today, but we're supposed to the updated schedule. We're supposed to get it today. I think he said the new build schedule is supposed to be out today. So
and for everybody on the new trailer situation, we had the 150 coming in. I still don't have a time frame.
No. No,
And they were supposed to be already built, and we're supposed to be using them. And
they're not built.
no, I don't know.
They're not close.
Now we're at a pass on that.
I was talking yesterday. We are getting 3 new reefers next week.
Putting in service. They're already here.
They're already here.
Yeah.
They're finishing up the final touches. They're decaling them, and they're doing the registration, and they're doing some sensors that needed to be done.
And are you decaling the trailers? The first series, I think 16,000 through 1650. I think they need new decals.
Oh yeah, I saw the where. You know what? I think what was on those was I think what they did was they ordered the decals for the flat surface, and these are ribbed. And what happened is that's not the thicker decal, so they didn't wear as well. So I think
I don't care how it happened. They just need
but they got to be de-signed first and then re-signed.
Yeah, we can't put them over the old ones. I get that part.
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
little bit.
it's not rocket science.
Yeah, no,
here.
it's not, but it takes some time, so we got to get them and I do have a guy that can do the de-signage. He's a different. It's a different company.
Have you had John Pelote on?
No. We're going to bring him on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to question that, and I wonder why you hadn't done that. I'm just curious.
No, we are. We're definitely going to bring him on.
Okay.
And then
is that happening like next week? I think that's probably.
We can do that. We can do that next
I
week.
think it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, we can do that next week.
All right.
And then what else did I have for you? You know, I know that you had. What else you got going on with you? Travel? Any travel coming up for you?
Yeah, I actually will have a lot of travel coming up pretty soon. I'll be definitely in Denver, Columbus, Kentucky again. I'll be in Chicago soon. I'll be in Georgia probably midsummer, and North Carolina soon. The train has a new traffic manager over. We're talking about not just in an area. We're talking about over the United States for their traffic managers. So they moved a guy out, which we knew pretty well, and they're going to move somebody else in. We're going to go meet the boss, the boss of the traffic manager, and she's actively working on hiring somebody. So we're trying to iron some things out there on the train side, and we'll travel is in the near future, and it's going to be nonstop for a while.
Yeah, that I do know that.
I think we'll probably have to hit Southern California as well. So yeah, we'll definitely be on the road. I think both of the salesmen are ready to go, vaccinated, and they're ready to go. They're itching. They're itching.
So I'll tell you, yesterday I had to run into CVS for just a minute to pick something up, and I walk in the door, and they're sitting there at the front door. It doesn't matter what CVS you go into now. I think they're sitting there waiting to give you your vaccination.
Oh wow! So I can go do it like that.
You can go anytime.
That's my style right there.
Yeah, you just walk in and they knock you out right away. They don't.
I want to do that.
Yeah, you don't have to wait anymore. There's plenty of vaccinations to go around.
And I think I heard yesterday or 2 days ago on the show, 33% of the population. You said 1/3.
1/3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, half of the U.S. population has already gotten one shot.
One shot, but they're not fully vaccinated.
Yeah,
oh wow.
33% is.
So I'm in the minority.
You are in the minority. Well,
wow.
They're trying to get it to.
I was going to get it done, but a meeting ran along the other day, and that was.
Yeah.
it.
So right down here at CVS.
So this is all CVS, just Texas,
Yeah,
or
so I actually I got both of my vaccinations at CVS, and like you said, I actually missed my second dose because I was out. That was whenever I went to the wedding, and so
you got married?
No. Okay, no, I did not get married. I went to a wedding. Different. So whenever I missed it, they were like, just go to any CVS. They sent me an email and they were like, hey, you missed your vaccine. Just go to a CVS and walk in and tell them that you need your second one. And so I went to this one over in South Arlington and walked in and was like, hey, I need my second shot. Here's my card. And they were like, all right, cool. We'll get you in 10 minutes. And that was it. Sat down.
Right down here. The CVS
Yeah.
right down here at Country Club in Mount Village Creek.
I know where the CVS is.
Okay, well, that's where I walked in the door. I went to get in and get a prescription filled, and dude, they're more interested in giving me a shot than they are getting my, I was like, I already have a card, already filled out.
What do you need, sir?
He was like, he's in there, so you're vaccinated. No, I just need a prescription. He goes,
How can I help you?
okay, then go back.
Sir, how can I help you?
Yeah. So that's what they do. That's how they're
Oh,
that's
that's
how they're doing.
funny.
But you can. It's more readily available.
Oh,
I
that's
think in
great.
different states, different rules apply. But I do know that here in this area that and right now it's up to what you can get it up to what age is it 12 yet? Have they approved 12? I know it's 16 and above.
I think it's just 16. I think
they're working on 12. They're trying to approve 12. They think that they can really change the spread rate because, believe it or not, the fastest growing number of people right now getting it is young people, is children.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that has also to do with the fact that they're not being vaccinated. So,
Not being vaccinated, and they're also in school.
And also, kids are kind of gross. I don't know. Sometimes,
yeah, absolutely. That and a lot of the
slobber kings.
A lot of the school systems are back functioning in not a virtual environment. You're in house.
They're at full capacity. They're running.
I wouldn't say they're full capacity. I think a lot of people have the option. I bet more and less, as you said the other day on the show, humans are meant to be with other humans.
Yeah, I can't wait. Personally, I truly believe. I was watching 60 Minutes on Sunday, and I believe they were going through and talking seriously about social. What is it called? When you get
anxiety,
social anxiety.
Oh yeah,
that you're not comfortable around people anymore. And that's created by avoiding people, and we've been avoiding people for a year. And to
man, I wish that was the case with me and you. There would have been.
Okay.
Some people kind of got to work over their quarantine as well. We actually had a woman in Decatur who was arrested after her husband was allegedly found making meth and DMT out of their garage in a school zone. And so they got arrested with like 13 kilos of the drug. So some people had a bit more to
That's
do
like 28
over the
pounds, by the way. If you 13 kilos is like 28 pounds. It's 2.2 pounds per kilo. You're looking at about 28 pounds.
I want to say they're probably not getting out of the old hoops.
Probably not.
No, and manufacturing carries with it, I think, a weight in Texas of 99 years.
Yeah, they were making it in their garage, and the quantity seized was roughly $3 million worth of paraphernalia and drugs. So it's crazy. And they actually had 3 kids,
That dude needs a
all
lawyer.
of which were under 15.
That dude needs a lawyer.
Oh, wow. I don't even think he needs a lawyer. I think he should probably accept your time and move on because you're not getting out. So that was in Texas?
That was in Decatur. Yeah, that was in Decatur.
Wow.
We actually saw here it was in a school zone and also near a church. And it's funny because the Wise County Police Department actually said, oh man, they thought it was surprising because the couple's houses is supposed to be a drug-free zone because of where the residence is located. But aren't all houses supposed to be drug-free zones? I don't know.
They had children in the home too, right? There's just a family.
3 children under 15. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're going to Child Protective Services for sure.
Hopefully they have family.
Yeah, I do too. I agree. And then what they have? You even know what DMT is?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know what the initials stand for.
Dimitri, I think it's called the businessman's high or whatever. It's a psychedelic drug. It's like acid, but it's a root. It's like it's a totally psychedelic drug. It's like weird, but yeah, no, it's
a root.
Yeah,
it's a root. It's a substance from a root.
From what I'm reading here, apparently, yeah, like you said, it's a root, and apparently it is a 45-minute psychosis. And it comes from a root. It's extracted somehow. I'm just reading through like the health website here.
So it's natural.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if this is an argument.
I don't know if you call that natural. What does that mean? That is not.
Well, you just can't get in trouble for something that's as much as something that's natural comparative to something that you produce with the meth. That's my personal opinion. It's natural.
They are still producing the DMT. They have to extract it and like put it in a bunch of stuff. So.
Well, then if you have to add chemical stuff, it changes the game a little bit.
I mean,
I don't know if you just squeeze the root and you're ready to go. How do you know? You never know.
It's kind of like the cocaine plant. You know what I mean? The coca
you
plant.
gotta do a little work
You got to
to it.
do a little work to it, and they got to do the same thing. So it is a controlled substance. Don't do it. That's not what we're saying. Don't.
Roots are not good, people. And I'm just saying.
It's not a carrot. Okay, just so everybody knows, we're not talking about a carrot.
Turnip,
Or-
you know, gotta
Negative.
say, squeeze a turnip. Hey, anyways, I think it's time to close this out.
It is. I already said a prayer today, so is there any message you would like to give everybody before we get out of here?
Man, be safe. Take care of your mom this weekend. Take care of your mom. Be safe, and have a good time, man. Trucking's fun. I love it.
Don't do DMT.
And stay away from roots.
Stay away from the roots. All right, everybody. Have a great and safe day. Remember to be a blessing upon somebody else today by not only taking care of yourself,
Slow down.
but by taking
and
care
breathe
of
just a little bit. Start over.
be a blessing upon somebody else today by not only taking care of yourself, but by taking
There
care of the
you
person
go.
next to you each and every chance you can. With that, God bless, Godspeed, and drop the mic.